Following some breaking news right now, Homeland Security raiding the homes of Sean Diddy Combs.
This is his home in Star Island. Live pictures where Homeland Security investigators are right now on the scene.
This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago.
It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024.
Katt Williams totally called it when he hinted that Sean Diddy might be in hot water soon. He spilled the tea during his chat with Shannon Sharpe on the Club Shay Shay podcast earlier this year. Katt basically suggested that Diddy's freedom could be in jeopardy.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever.
In the same interview, Williams had also discussed Combs' infamous parties. I gotta protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no, he said in reference to an early comment he made saying he wanted to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin A and never have a P. Williams added of Combs, you gotta tell him no. I did. I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. Now, as time rolls on, it's starting to look like he might have been onto something. It's got everyone buzzing, wondering what skeletons might be lurking in Diddy's closet. For context, Sean Diddy Combs' 3 properties have been raided by federal agents. Earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI New York, executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation, with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available, a Homeland Security Investigations representative said in a statement to People. On Monday afternoon, TMZ reported that federal cops arrived at the rapper's LA home with helicopters above the property. The outlet says the case is in relation to human T allegations. A video from Fox 11 showed Diddy's sons Justin and Christian King Combs in handcuffs outside of their Beverly Hills home. In any case, many people are claiming that the officers raided Diddy's home in order to gather any possible evidence that could potentially link him to the many allegations that he is currently facing. The probe is being led by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and carried out by the Department of Homeland Security Investigations Transnational Organized Crime Division, the official told CNN. HSI is responsible for investigating transnational crime and threats, including human T, narcotics, and other organized criminal activity. The investigation stems from many of the same SA allegations put forth in several civil lawsuits against Combs, according to a second law enforcement source familiar with Monday's searches. Meanwhile, 50 Cent also did not shy away from reacting to this whole incident. Just got real, 50 Cent posted on Instagram, with an image of the raid on Diddy's Los Angeles home from Fox 11's live news segment, where his sons King and Justin Combs were reported to be in handcuffs. The feds in all the cribs, damn they got the kids in cuffs, 50 Cent added. In a second post which featured images of the feds outside of Sean's LA home, he pointed out, now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case. The Candy Shop rapper, born Curtis Jackson, also shared another since deleted video by a social media user that dubbed Diddy as too freaky for society, captioning it, ran off and left the kids in the hole. Yo, he doing the race said F it. 50 Cent has repeatedly gone after the fellow musician since singer Cassie's lawsuit in November 2023. Earlier this month, he teased a crowd at a show in Phoenix saying, "We don't want too much love, you know what happened with Brother Love," referring to the new nickname Diddy adopted in 2017. He also offered to buy Revolt, a television network Diddy founded with Andy Schuon in 2013, after Diddy stepped down as chair. What's more, 50 Cent also made claims last year that his production company G-Unit Films and Television is developing a documentary about the allegations against Combs. The rep said proceeds from the documentary will benefit victims of SA, and R. Jackson teased a snippet of the documentary on Instagram on Wednesday. In the clip, former Bad Boy Records rapper Mark Curry said Combs would spike bottles of Moet with a substance that would make women at nightclubs slippery. Curry alleged that Combs would tell his friends and associates not to drink from certain bottles.
On them bottles right there, they've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't touch them bottles right there.
Also, while promoting the documentary, Jackson took aim at rapper Rick Ross, as well as Combs. He shared lyrics from Ross's verse on the Rocco song You Oino, where Ross raps, "Put Molly all in her champagne, she ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that, she ain't even know it." The whole idea of making a surviving Diddy documentary started as a joke on the internet, but the idea has since gained massive support. On November 18th, the Bad Boy label and record producer's poster with him sitting on a couch and posing arose on Facebook with the title Surviving Puffy and the logo of Netflix on it. Evidently, netizens speculated that someone was making a documentary on the music mogul. Meanwhile, 50 First insinuated that he was considering making a movie called Surviving P. Diddy on November 20th. His suggestion came in the wake of Cassie's lawsuit against the Grammy winner, followed by another lawsuit filed against Diddy's colleague and former Bad Boy label president Harve Pierre on the grounds of AB. In fact, 50 Cent took to his Instagram and posted a since-deleted screenshot of a headline about Pierre's lawsuit, followed by the caption, "I told you they were coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a movie Surviving P. Diddy or Diddy Do It or Not. Executive produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson coming soon." While the fake Netflix poster of Diddy may have been fan-made, 50 Cent meant that the film on the No Way Out rapper would be under legal scrutiny, just like the 2019 documentary titled Surviving R. Kelly. It was made on the R&B singer, who has since been convicted and imprisoned following AB allegations similar to those of Diddy. It is also noteworthy that 50 Cent's post on the alleged Diddy documentary comprised two other related headlines: Diddy's clothing brand Sean John being phased out of Macy's after 2-decade partnership from Radar Online, and Diddy's legal battle over tequila brand put on ice until 2024 inches from Billboard. Anyway, aside from hinting that he was thinking of making a documentary on the Bad Boy label producer, the Get Rich or Die Tryin' rapper also trolled Diddy when he settled the Cassie lawsuit. He joked that the defendant paid that money real quick, but not quick enough to stop other women he has allegedly AB'd over the years. In any case, if 50 Cent actually releases the documentary, things will get really ugly for Diddy's case. You see, this is exactly what happened to R. Kelly. For context, in the wake of his sentencing to 30 years in prison for STFing and racketeering last summer, disgraced rapper R. Kelly filed an appeal in his New York federal crimes case. Documents obtained by TMZ revealed that the 56-year-old artist had put forth multiple arguments in his bid to overturn his conviction, ranging from assertions of a potentially biased jury to claims of being misled about the ages of the minors he had relationships with. The appeal, filed by his attorney Jennifer Bonjen, sought to have the convictions reversed or to secure a new trial. Kelly's legal team contended that the government had failed to meet its burden of proof during the trial, despite the jury finding him guilty on all counts following nearly 6 weeks of proceedings. A key point in Kelly's appeal was the allegation that at least 2 jurors had watched Surviving R. Kelly, a documentary released in 2019, which featured accounts from his accusers. His lawyers argued that this documentary, funded by Jay-Z and allegedly provided to the jurors, could have biased their judgment, especially given Kelly's legal history with Jay-Z. Moreover, Kelly disputed the ages of the girls involved, claiming that some were at least 18 years old when their interactions with him began. His legal team asserted that in cases where the girls were minors, Kelly had been misled about their ages. Kelly's defense also contested the admissibility of certain evidence presented during the trial, arguing that irrelevant details about his personal life unfairly influenced the jury. They maintained that discussions about his history, preferences, and past relationships were prejudicial and unrelated to the charges he faced. Additionally, Kelly raised objections to the testimony provided by his former associates, alleging that they had misrepresented facts and testified on matters beyond their knowledge. Now, Diddy is scared that once 50 releases a Surviving Diddy documentary, things will not go well for him and might alter the court's judgment. For context, in the past several months, 5 people have accused Combs of SA and similar allegations. In November 2023, the singer Cassie Ventura filed an explosive federal lawsuit against her former partner Sean Diddy Combs, claiming he had been abusive throughout their relationship. The complaint alleged that Combs' AB ranged from beating Ventura and forcing her to be intimate with other men to SAing her at her home in 2018. The rapper settled the lawsuit within a day, but since then, 3 more women and 1 man have sued Combs, accusing him of a wide range of abusive behavior, including harassment, SA, non-consensual sexual P and STFing. The music mogul has denied all the allegations, claiming that his accusers are attempting to assassinate his character, destroy his reputation, and his legacy. Cassie alleged she was the victim of a pattern of AB, violence, and STFing. Ventura sued under New York's Adult Survivors Act, which gave victims a one-time one-year window to sue their alleged abusers and institutions, even if the statute of limitations had run out. The window expired in November. She says she first met Combs in 2005 when she was 19 and he was 37. In the lawsuit, she alleges that Combs controlled nearly every aspect of her life, from her career to having access to her personal medical records. She claims he was frequently violent, physically abusing her multiple times a year, and that he often plied her with copious amounts of substances. The complaint also claims that Combs forced Ventura to have S with male S workers in different cities. Encounters she says he watched, masturbated to, and recorded. The singer says she never went to the police because she was afraid that doing so would merely give Mr. Combs another excuse to hurt her. She also alleged that following a dinner in 2018, Combs forced himself into her apartment and SA'd her while she repeatedly said no and tried to push him away. Ventura says she ended the relationship for good afterward. In her lawsuit, she referred to multiple witnesses who saw the abuse take place. One of them is her friend, singer-songwriter Tiffany Red, who wrote an open letter to Combs describing an incident on Ventura's 29th birthday party in 2015. Ventura and Red claim that that night Combs and his security team forced Ventura to leave because he wanted her to have S encounters with other men. Red said Ventura had disclosed to her at the time that Combs was physically I feel compelled to show up for Cassie and myself and confirm that everything she described in her complaint about what happened that night is consistent with what I experienced, she wrote. In a statement to the New York Times, Combs' lawyer Benjamin Brafman said Combs denied the allegations and that the lawsuit was riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. Ventura and Combs settled the lawsuit one day after it was filed. The details remain private. Brafman said that the settlement is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control, Ventura said in a statement. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. Meanwhile, Combs said, we have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love. 4 more people have come forward with allegations against Diddy. Following the settlement, Liza Gardner filed a lawsuit on November 23rd, right before the Adult Survivors Act expired. She says she and a friend met Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall at an MCA Records event in 1990 or 1991. They returned to Hall's apartment for an after-party, where Gardner says she was offered more drinks and was coerced into being intimate with Combs. She says Combs also SA'd her friend. The lawsuit claims the encounter left Gardner shocked and traumatized, and as she got dressed, Hall allegedly barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced her to have S with him. Gardner claims that Combs came to the home she shared with her friend a few days later and allegedly attacked her again. He came to the house looking for the friend because he was worried she would tell the girl he was with at the time, according to the suit. In another complaint filed the same day, Joey Dickerson Neal alleges that in 1991, she reluctantly went on a date with Combs, who intentionally drugged and SA'd her after their dinner. She claims that Combs recorded the assault and showed the tape to other people. While Dickerson Neal did not go to the authorities immediately after the alleged assault, she says she did eventually file a police report with unspecified agencies in New York and New Jersey. The complaint says prosecutors told her they'd need to corroborate her allegations, but she believes possible witnesses were terrified that Combs would retaliate against them and that they would lose future business and music opportunities if they made a statement backing her account. A spokesperson for Diddy said the 2 women's claims are fabricated and accused them of exploiting the Adult Survivors Act. Another woman, referred to as Jane Doe in the complaint, filed a 4th lawsuit on December 6th, alleging that Combs, his longtime lieutenant Harve Pierre, and a 3rd unidentified assailant ganged up on her at Combs' Manhattan recording studio in 2003 when she was 17 years old. Pierre, who previously served as president of Combs' Bad Boy Entertainment, has also been sued by a former assistant who alleges he used his position of authority as plaintiff's boss to exploit and SA her several times between 2016 and 2017. The lawsuit claims that the men trafficked Doe across state lines from Detroit to New York City on a private jet, plied the young person with substances, and until she couldn't consent, and then violently SA'd her as she told them to stop. The complaint also includes several photos that Doe alleges were taken at the studio on that night, including one where she is sitting on Combs' lap. In February, Combs' former producer and videographer filed a federal lawsuit against the mogul, alleging Combs harassed and threatened him. According to the lawsuit, Rodney Lil Rod Jones worked on Combs' most recent album, Love, and lived with him between September 2022 and November 2023. Jones alleges he was the victim of constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his behind by Mr. Combs. On one occasion, the lawsuit claims, Jones woke up and disoriented in bed with Combs and two S-workers. He alleges the music mogul him. The complaint also claims that in his role as Combs' videographer, Jones secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. The illegal activity the suit alleges includes acquiring substances, soliciting S-workers, providing to young people, and SA. Jones's suit names several other defendants, including Combs' son Justin, Combs' chief of staff, Christina Coram, Universal Music Group CEO Sir Lucian Grange, and former Motown Records CEO Ethiopia Habtemariam. Combs' lawyer Sean Hawley denied Jones's allegations. "We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies," she told People. However, Diddy has denied all the allegations against him. "Enough is enough," Diddy said in a statement. "For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." But his denial has not stopped all the consequences that have come with these allegations. In late November, Diddy temporarily stepped down as chairman of Revolt, the media company he founded in 2013. While Mr. Combs has previously had no operational or day-to-day role in the business, the company said in a statement, "This decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people throughout this country and the African diaspora." Capital Prep Harlem, a charter school he opened in 2016, also announced it would end its partnership with the music mogul. Additionally, Variety reported that a new reality show featuring Combs, which was in the early stages of development at Hulu, has also been scrapped following the allegations. The show, tentatively titled Diddy +7, would have followed Combs and his family. Meanwhile, fans have not shied away from expressing their thoughts on the recent developments. P. Diddles thought he was too big to get caught, one fan commented. A second one added, "Karma never misses. It may have taken nearly 30 years, but the chickens have finally come home to roost." Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.